This VTuber tried stealing another VTuber's art, I guess not realizing this other VTuber is a very popular webtoon artist. Elephant in the room, my background looks different, I look different, what is happening? Okay, I am literally leaving for Japan in about 12 hours. I saw this news drop on Twitter though. I wanted to talk about it even though it is like 10:31 p.m. and I should actually be sleeping. So the VTuber in question that had their art stolen goes by the handle Cavix on Twitter. And they wrote, "I got my art stolen and used on AI and I won't be silenced." Stan, I love it. Beware of this user @/Sam of the *ｓocialsl. I'm not only feeling heartbroken for somebody using my designs and claiming it as their OC, but I am also furious. This person constantly uses AI generated images and claims it's their art. We found out about them when they posted quote fanart end quote for me on the server and it looked suspicious. With further research, we found so much AI and stolen art. That fanart of theirs is literally one of my character sheets of my first model generated with AI. And that quote OC end quote was also using my original model sheets. They have no shame. We have confronted them on DMs and explained to them the harms AI causes to artists and how wrong it is, and they showed no remorse and kept claiming it was their art. I don't want anybody in my community to go through what I went. This is the worst pain an artist can receive. My character's being misused and stolen like this. I worked so hard for them and I struggle so much to get my art seen only for this to happen. The disrespect to artists from this person was painful to witness. They've been banned in my server, on Twitch, as well as blocked and reported. Please be careful with this user. I gotta say, before we even get to the comments, stealing art from somebody, running it through AI, and then going into that person's Discord server, being like, hey, check out this fan art I made of you, is probably the stupidest thing you could possibly do as a scammer. Like, scamming is already bad and nobody should ever scam, but if you wanted to not get caught, that is the last thing you should ever be doing. And again, don't use this as scamming advice. I will come for you if I catch you out here scamming, okay? So they have attached some photos of examples of the scams. So here you can see a photo where the user says Sam of the *socialsl on TikTok, and they write, new VTuber OCs working on my own language. That OC looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Because if we look at this follow-up comparison that Cavix commented under that original post, you can see the side-by-side. With this character, the character on the left being the OC, in quotes, that the scammer had said they made, versus the character on the right being a character that Cavix actually made. I just think it's funny how it's so similar, but the scammer was like, in my own language, I guess to try to pass it off as something else. And then in the second screenshot in that original tweet, we can see the user, *soyama_waste, which is the alias that the scammer Sam of the *socialsl uses as their name. And they wrote, "Fanart of Her Majesty Cavix. I played around with the hair color and redid the outfit because I thought it was cute, but kind of their style. No pointy ears because I was going for a kind of cute at first look, but kind of not as you get closer. Hope this is better." And it's a cute design, don't get me wrong. But it's literally Cavix's OC. In the second comparison that Cavix drops, you can see Cavix's OC right here, and then the very, very ripped off design. And then if we open this design up and we zoom in a little bit, some of the elements on this piece are getting a little bit odd if you look at it, as you can see here. And again, disclaimer, if you're an actual artist that does these things, I'm not coming for you. I'm only talking about this in retrospect of like through the lens of AI and this being very weird AI behavior. AI has a tendency to not do fine details well because as a human being, right, when you draw, you have every intention with each brushstroke you put on the paper or tablet, right? Every brushstroke you add, there's a purpose as to why it's added. But for AI, because it's bot generated, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. If you look here at the fine details of the shirt, the belt, and the cape, let's break this down. The shirt, I think this AI was trying to go for kind of like a royal lapel design with the lace detailing that happens in much more like Victorian style blouses, but it's very spiderwebby looking. It's very kind of all over the place-ish. And then the belts, and the belt I'm also very lost on because the details are gone. It looks like there's a buckle here, but it also looks like it was trying to make a buckle here. And then it kind of like on the side reminds me of like, I had to use this at home. If you go to Home Depot, you can buy the spray foam because my family home, which is what I'm currently filming in, had a mouse infestation at one point. So we had to like spray foam all of the cracks in the foundation to make sure mice couldn't get in. That's kind of what this looks like. And the cape too. It looks like they were trying to again go for kind of like a more witchy Victorian style design, but the design isn't really coming through because it's just random amalgamations combined together because it is AI. Again, some other details look a little bit odd, like the ear does. They did say they purposely went for a rounded ear, but it looks a little bit off. And then I think the crown is just something that they kind of like stuck on with Photoshop or something to photo bash it together. It is a little bit odd. Just a lot of AI looking elements here. And then again, if we open up the design that Kavix made, Kavix's OC, you can see all of the elements added to this design makes a lot of sense because it was added each piece with pure intention. But this neck detailing extremely clear. The chain makes a lot of sense. Each detail crispy, right? All of the lace detailing alongside the shorts, crispy, like it makes sense because it was drawn by a human being. Whereas if you look at the AI one, the elements don't make much sense anymore. And then Kavix added a screenshot of their Twitter page. I can't show you their actual Twitter page because it's down already. They already took it down. But they said, my banner made by me. And they're highlighting that. I'm Sam. I'm happy to be here. I'm a VTuber artist, influencer, and writer. I'm currently releasing art that I was too nervous to before. Their page is now down. So that basically tells you. We have another photo on their Tumblr, *ｓocialsl, with a photo of an art piece. Old drawing of Tamaki's brother, apparently. I just found this while flipping through old art. Okay. Guys, can we talk about the hand? I just have to laugh when I see it because like his fingers are here, but then why is his palm so long? If you're a beginner artist that's learning to draw hands, I'm not making fun of you, right? Beginner hands look beginner because, you know, you're learning anatomy or whatever. This person who allegedly drew this has great finger anatomy, but then somehow can't remember the length that somebody's palm should be. So it's just funny, like, oh boy. Oh, these are hands that are gonna haunt my nightmares, man. This reminds me of like Salad Fingers, you know, I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid. I loved Salad Fingers. This is Salad Fingers' cousin, bro. And Majesty comments, makes me so angry somebody is attempting to steal my art, steals my OC, but furthermore, I want everyone to be safe and stay far away from this user. They kept insisting it was their art, even though we showed them the clear evidence. And if you do just a bit of research about them, you'll see so much more AI art. It's actually insane how much they lie and claim AI art is their art. It's disgusting behavior, which I don't approve of. In the comment section, we have Marikyun stating, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I know this feeling very well, and it's dehumanizing and violating. If you need anything, let me know for real. Or Kavix says, neither of us or any artist deserves to go through this. I don't understand why people do this. It's so wrong and gross. Thank you. You're too sweet. I'm here for you too, for anything. Unizombieland says, yeah, I blocked them immediately when I found out. They were very avid fans of your content and would repost a lot of your content. It's sad to see them try to steal people's art and run it through an AI generator. Kavik says, it feels like a stab in the back. They were readers of my comic and followed me through here and has been around, and now this horrible, just horrible. And now to lie about passing away, that's so messed up. Speaking of that, the account is now gone. So we can't see the screenshot, but we have VT Kuro who took a screenshot of it. VT Kuro wrote, did you think this one through? They're gonna stream after they, quote, died? Faking death after getting called out for stealing art and feeding into AI is crazy. I'll remember to keep tabs on you and will make it a point to not support you regardless of what you rebrand to. So it says something immediately. Their Facebook will remain active for 1 week until we release their new Yoa Yorozu art that they were incredibly excited to release. Friend requests will not be accepted in this time. Their Twitch account will remain active for 1 week where you can watch their last Persona 5 and Project Sekai event streams. Their Lemon 8, Pixiv, DeviantArt, Pinterest, Bilibili, Nico Nico, ArtStation, Fandom, Hoyoverse, Paris-based Reddit community, Discord server, yada yada yada. I didn't get to see the full thing because I literally was traveling, but faking your death to get out of theft and AI use accusations is not on my 2024 bucket list of these art scammers and how they weasel their way out of a scam. That takes the cake for sure. And the memes are too funny. This meme from Fami, too funny, bro. And other people on the same train. We have Sweetie Kiki VT stating, faking death immediately after being called out is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself, but I doubt you know what shame even means. Pathetic. Boris Art says, faking your death right after being called out for stealing art is wild. I'm laughing just because this is so ridiculous. The fact that they would fake their death to get out of this is crazy. And Kavix's response is, wait, am I reading this correctly? They posted a message saying they passed away after being called out a few hours ago is so well timed. Who jokes about death? Who dares to do this? It's clearly a lie like all their past lies. Bruh, this is messed up. You don't lie about a serious thing. OMFG, I hate this. They'll probably rebrand. Yeah. Oh my God, wait. I found the actual screenshot. All right, big shout out to Alan Senpai too for this screenshot so we can see the full thing. But they literally said, this is Soyama Wase's death announcement. And then I guess like a notes app written thing. This is actually insane. Again, I mean, we don't know, right? Maybe this person actually did pass away, which if that is the case, I am so sorry to them, their family, etc. But it's a little bit too well timed for it to be an actual death. And to have a very, very typed out response so soon after you got called out is interesting at best. But Kavix put up a follow-up quote retweet to that original tweet stating, "Thank you everybody for the huge support helping me share this so that more artists can be safe. For anybody new to my account, I'm an artist who loves to design OCs, write lore, and make illustrations and comics. Here's some of my art. I hope you like it, and I hope you can enjoy my future art too. And remember, artists, use glaze/nightshade to protect your art from AI. Sadly, now we have to do this." And we have some photos of their artwork. Here is another photo, another photo, and another photo. And I have to say, I'm a huge fan of their artwork. Their art is beautiful, and I love their use of color and render is just mwah, chef's kiss. And actually, while looking at this news, I was wondering why the name of one of their comics sounded really familiar, because they had the comics that they've made in their bio, where they said, "Webtoons, Clown's Joke, Clinic of Horrors, Villains at Heart." And I realized that's because I read Clinic of Horrors. I didn't realize that this person might be the one of the artists, I guess, or the artist for this webtoon. But I love Clinic of Horrors. It's a very, very well-written webtoon. I haven't read too far into it because I only basically read completed webtoons and it's clearly still ongoing. But the parts that I did read, I did thoroughly enjoy it. Anyways, just gotta say, I'm so sorry that this happened to Kavix. Their art is so cool, and it just sucks as an artist that there's all these bad actors out there trying to steal a slice of your work and just like an ounce of your talent and skill. You know, you can clearly see that Kavix is extremely talented. So please go check them out. I will link their Twitter down below, and go check out their comics as well, because I was a big fan of Clinic of Horrors. I haven't read the other ones, but I kind of want to check it out now because I really did like Clinic of Horrors a lot. So yeah, they definitely did not deserve this happening to them at all. So I'm so sorry this did happen. And please forgive the scuff setup, guys, okay? I will be in Japan for 3 weeks, so we're gonna get even more scuff setups for the next couple of weeks, guys, if I'm filming in Japan. So yeah, see y'all.